Peace, my peaceful people. What's good? It's your brother, man, Sa. What's going on? Your brother's a little bit late. Yeah, we know this. This is occurring lately. Yeah. Well, until I can get paid from YouTube, you know what I mean, then, brother gonna have to do what he have to do and then get to my YouTube stuff. So, that's just what it is. But, yeah. Wanted to mention about the new moon, right, which was last week, right, the new moon. So what happens is, right, and I said in my video, and I apologize, I was wrong. I was like, basically I was wrong and right at the same time, because when you're dealing with astrology, you're trying to know where the energy is. You want the ephemeris that is going to give you the now, right? So what happens is the ephemeris that most of us use is the tropical astrology, or I should say the tropical ephemeris. So what happens with the tropical ephemeris is that no matter where the actual energy is, no matter where the sun is, right, within Pisces or Aquarius, right, the tropical ephemeris is going to tell you that the energy will always come in on the 20th, 21st. You'll always leave on the 20th, 21st, right? Speaking about the sun or whatever it is, right? But it's just inaccurate, right? When we're not dealing with the tropical, I should say, when we are dealing with the sidereal ephemeris, we get an accurate representation, because what's happening is, say this is the Earth's axis, right? This is the line that sticks through the Earth, right? So the Earth doesn't just spin like this, right? It wobbles like this, right? On that axis, right? So during that wobble, what's happening is a tilt. The Earth is a tilt in the Earth's rotation, right? So when astrology does not take in the tilt of this Earth's rotation, then what you have is an inaccurate reading. So this is why I said, I was wrong, because I was wrong. Basically, you could say I got a brain fart. I was listening to, some other reader, and that reader was reporting some things that were going to go down on this particular day when this energy would come in. And just, naturally, just assuming that everybody was on right time, which is sidereal astrology, I kind of duped myself, right? So, that's why, that's why I said what I said last month. Last month, it was not Heru cycle, it was Osset cycle. Right, so did all of those corrections, but say that all of that to say that so what happens is during the new moon, right? Because the energy of the moon, or to say the moon itself, just travels so quickly around the Earth, the moon is gonna go into and out of the house many times before the cycle's complete, right? So what happens is, the place where the new moon is, I should say the place where the new moon is not the place where it's going to be in 2 weeks, right? But wherever it begins, it's working for what happens in 2 weeks when it's full, right? When the moon is in its full shine, right? That's going to be the energy that you're cultivating from the beginning. Right? So when the moon is new, you're cultivating an energy from 2 weeks. Oh, you should be, right? That's how the moon works. To get the highest degree of reflection from that moon, then you're cultivating the energy that you'll be in when the moon is full, right? So that being said, the moon will be full in Leo as of a week ago. All right? So technically, we are in Heru cycle because of that. All right, so that's that. All right, Heru cycle. Okay, So we're doing our Haru cycle reading, right? We're gonna call it our March readings because that's what it is. But technically, it's Haru cycle readings. All right. So with that said, let's go into some prayer. That's Tehuti, saanuaqa, sir, kiftaf, kurpaina ba, in adiso sabao. Harupu and hatem to kaftan in the jed, kurpa se hadi jedem di jeditu. Nishla, Metu Neter Tehuti, Metu Neter, high body true, air body true. And it's that. Honorable spirits of the Bagua, the Iking, Chio, Kun, Chen, Sun, Li, Kan, Tui, Ken, Dwa, and Dao. And to that 10, honorable spirits of the Tarot, of the major arcana, of the minor arcana, of the air, of the earth, of the water, and of the fire, Dwanate. To my Shepsu, the spirit guides, I ask that you speak loud enough that I may hear you clearly, and that we may give the proper message to the folks. Dwanate. Okay. Alright. Capricorn. What we doing? What's going on? Peace to my Capricorns in the house. How y'all doing? Before we pull any readings, let's go back to the first reading that we did, just to make sure that we can see everything. Alright, we had Geb Tucha Seker Ten Ma'at, 2 into the 21. 7 Cups reversed, Page of Wands reversed. Okay. Geb Tucha Seker 10 was on the case. That was the major Medu. Okay? Alright, let's pull. Amen Tem Cha Tem Ma'at. Amen Tem Ma'at. That was Oset Tem Ma'at. Oset Tem Ma'at. Nekabet Hetep fell out with Ma'at Tem Chas. Oset Tem Ma'at. Nekabet Hetep. Ma'at Tem Chas in parentheses. Okay. So, alright, so now first thing we see is the person is pronounced, right? The person will be pronounced over top of the self, meaning the negative conditionings, the conditionings that we have identified as our person, right? Our things that are ruling our personality, right? Are going to be in the fore, right? These are the things that are going to be focused on, right? Our conditionings are going to be a problem, right? Nekabet Hetep. Nekabet Hetep. That can result in the loss. Let's go to the I Ching. Open. Open. Open, open, open. Open. Close. Open, close, open. Open, close, open. 8. Okay. So, it's the 8th hexagram straight up. Nothing too different there. Alright, so far we got negative conditioning, right? That are resulting in a loss. Right? Four swords, 10 of swords, 2 of swords. 4 swords, 10 of swords, and 2 of swords. Okay. Swords, swords, swords. 4 swords, 10 swords, 2 of swords. Okay, so 4 swords coming up as the first card. That's definitely a need to fall back. Offset 10. Perhaps, be careful that you don't get sick this cycle. Offset 10, 4 swords. Both of those kind of look at possibility of being under the weather, or at least in the bed. Yeah, and Neter Book is, that's tends to be sickness as well. Yeah, 10 of swords though. Stabbing in the back? How does that apply? Someone gonna stab you in the back and make you sick? Look out. Watch who you're taking drinks from. Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, I don't know if it'll apply here, but it's coming to my head. There are certain circumstances where, you have people who will put stuff in your food, if they want you to do a certain thing, right? We have people who will, be so unscrupulous to do something like nasty to someone to control them. Yeah, so I mean, this is, not necessarily will this be you, look out for this, right? Look out for someone, trying to control you through weird means, right? Yeah, definitely check your food that you're getting from other people. Right? Offset Tem, Neter Book, Ma'at Tem Chas, Ma'at Tem in parentheses. Right? We put that in the parentheses, so what is on the table there's a lack of sincerity here. There's somewhere within this whole thing, someone's not being sincere. That's the Ma'at Tem. Right? And there is going to come the stab in the back. 2 of swords is, you can't see, you're confused about something, or you can't see something. Something is not visible. Something is weird. It's not clear. Alright? Yeah. The 8 is, ultimately the 8 is a pretty okay hexagram, but it's about, there's an element of fate in the 8, right? That talks about, things being fated to go a certain way. If it's the fate, then it'll go this way. If it's not the fate, then it won't go that way. So be mindful of that. Right? Be mindful of that. Right? So, this cycle, you want to go into offset, right? Be mindful of this whole thing about getting sick. Don't get sick, right? If you can help it, right? If you can help it, don't get sick, right? Right? But also, Yeah, this is applied meditation as well. Right? Go into trance. You want to go into trance to help yourself with this. Right? Or set is meditation, Four Swords is meditation. Yeah. Yeah. So this is basically it. Get in the Tawi link there. Get yourself an Offset CD. Also, you want to get an Amen CD to apply to the Nekabet, right? Nekabet and Wajet, you want to get the Amen mantra to deal with those, right? But yeah, this is that. This is, concentrate on that, right? Concentrate on healing yourself before you become sick, right? Yeah. Be mindful of the circumstances that can make you sick. Going out without enough, stuff bundled up or whatever like that, right? Pay attention to your health. What is it that you're eating? What are you putting inside yourself? Right? Right. So, that's basically it. You want to, give a focus on what your conditionings are, right? Focus on your conditionings in order to have a clue as to what you need to curb, right? Because, that's what's on the table. Curb your conditionings and don't get sick. All right? That's it, Capricorns. We're going to say peace and love, and we'll see y'all next cycle.